For more than 80 years, the Erie Federal Credit Union has been a trusted member of our community. Our story is really your story. It's the story of people from Erie, people we really know well, our moms, dads, aunts, uncles, and the next door neighbors. These were the kind of people who worked hard, raised great kids, and built a town we all call home. When we tell our story, the Erie Federal Credit Union story, we began at the beginning, the summer of 1936. The weather was warm, the Presque Isle beaches were packed, the lifeguards were on summer break from Villa and Cathedral colleges. We stayed cool and looked even cooler, bugging state in a brand new Plymouth Coupe convertible on sale for just over $800 at Champion Auto. Bing Crosby's Pennies from Heaven was the most requested song on Erie radio station WRAK. 30 of Bing's pennies would have gotten you out of the heat and into the very cool Warner Theater. Shirley Temple was on the silver screen, sharing a double bill with Flash Gordon that summer. In Washington, the Federal Credit Union Act had sailed through Congress, and back home, Erie School District employees formed the Erie School Employees Federal Credit Union. Total assets, $241. Today, the Erie School Employees Federal Credit Union is the Erie Federal Credit Union. And although there have been many changes in the last 80 years, one thing has stayed the same: saving our members money.
Good afternoon. I'm Dennis Howard, Chairman of the Board of our credit union. I want to welcome each of you who have joined us this afternoon, either in person or by a video conference link. I want to start out by introducing our board of directors. Many of our board members are here with us this afternoon. Others have joined us virtually, like many of you have. Besides myself, we have Dan Nawrocki, Norb Kazmarek, Jim Lazan, Rick Macer, Lori Becker, and our newest member, Pablo Ruiz. Before we go any further, I need to establish that we've had a quorum, and I'm told we do have a quorum. We have more than 15 members present at our meeting. And so we have established a quorum and we can continue in our agenda. Next item of business is the approval of the minutes of our prior annual meeting back in 2021. Under our bylaws, we are able to dispense with reading of the minutes and approve these minutes by a motion from the floor. May I have a motion to approve the minutes of the 2021 meeting? I have a motion from Lori Becker. So we can dispense with the approval of the minutes. A copy of the minutes can be obtained from our board secretary, Dan Nawrocki, if you wish to review them. At this point in time, we'll turn to a series of reports about the health of our credit union. And I'll start out the reporting here this afternoon with a report from the board of directors. It's my pleasure to report that 2021 was another exceptional year of growth and stability for our credit union. Today, Erie Federal Credit Union is a nearly $740 million financial institution with over 69,000 members and has grown to become the largest credit union in northwestern Pennsylvania. In spite of COVID-related challenges that have impacted both our local economy, I'm sure many of you, our leadership team and staff did not waver in their commitment to create a stronger community and creating long-term value to our loyal member owners. We remain committed to providing you the very best value convenience, and five-star service that we can. The credit union, as I pointed out, continues to be financially sound. We are proud of our successes. We believe they were made possible by the commitment to member service and satisfaction exhibited by our team. Stronger leadership is necessary to ensure that goals are achieved and maintained. Our CEO, Brian Wagaman, leads a talented team who collectively ensure the organization is fulfilling its strategic objectives. Also, your elected volunteer leadership on the board of directors and on the supervisory committee are dedicated to making sure the credit union continues to head in the right direction and remains well managed. In conclusion, 2021 was another challenging year and yet a very successful year for the credit union. Be assured that we'll be here to support you today, tomorrow, and into the future. We continually thank and celebrate you, our members, for your ongoing business and trust. That concludes the remarks of the board. I am now going to turn the meeting over to our supervisory committee.
Thank you, Dennis. I'm Rick Macer, and I'm the chairman of the Supervisory Committee. I would like to acknowledge and thank members of the committee, Ruth Wadley and Dave Donnell. The Supervisory Committee consists of volunteers who are appointed by the Board of Directors in accordance with the Federal Credit Union Act. The committee is responsible for ensuring the credit union policies, procedures, and internal controls are designed to protect the credit union and its members' assets against fraud and conflicts of interest. The committee oversees and reviews the work of the Internal Audit Department and ensures the financial condition of the credit union is accurately represented in their financial statements through a review by an independent audit firm. That firm, Clifton Larson Allen, completed an annual audit of our financial statements and also verified the accuracy of members' accounts for the year ending 2021. They confirmed that the financial statements fairly present the credit union's financial position and also conform to generally accepted accounting principles. The National Credit Union Administration, NCUA, is an independent federal agency that regulates federal credit unions like ours. They conduct periodic examinations of federal credit unions' records and operations. Our last exam performed by NCUA was as of September 30th, 2020. The Supervisory Committee is pleased to report these positive results, and we are grateful for the opportunity to serve you. In closing, I would like to thank Mary Swaney and Stephanie Fitzgerald of the Internal Audit Department for all the help they have provided the committee. Thank you. Now we're going to have the report of management.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Brian Wagaman. I'm the CEO of Erie Federal Credit Union. And on behalf of the Board of Directors and the Supervisory Committee, including our dedicated staff, please allow me to welcome you to Erie Federal Credit Union's 2022 annual meeting. We truly appreciate your attendance this evening. Volunteers with Erie Federal Credit Union, they are a vital portion of what we do here. Erie Federal Credit Union is very fortunate to have realized over 85 years of growth supported by dedicated individuals, again, of our Supervisory Committee, Chair Rick Macer, Ruth Wadley, and David Donnell. The Board of Directors, with Chair Dennis Howard, Lori Becker, Jim Lazan, Dan Naraki, Norb Kazmarek, Rick Macer, and Dr. Pablo Reyes. Each of these individuals play a vital role in providing necessary support and direction to our management team while ensuring proper oversight of all credit union operations. We acknowledge each of you for your continued commitment and dedication to Erie Federal Credit Union. Thank you. Erie Federal Credit Union began modestly with 46 members and $241 in deposits and a single loan for $50 when we were chartered back on June 16, 1936. From these humble beginnings, we have grown to become the largest credit union in northwestern Pennsylvania with over $725 million in assets and dedicated to serving members and businesses in both Erie and Crawford counties. This past year, Erie Federal Credit Union celebrated our 85th year anniversary, and we're truly getting better with age. Our assets grew by 8.19%, a total of $55 million, increasing our total assets to $725.4 million. Deposits grew 8.83%, or $53 million, increasing total deposits to $656.2 million. Loans grew a modest 4.69%, or $16.9 million, increasing our total loans to $378 million. The bulk of those concentrated in auto, mortgage, and our business portfolios. Capital also increased. It increased 10 basis points from 9.46 to 9.56% of assets. This remains well above the well-capitalized threshold that is established by NCUA, the National Credit Union Association. And it would seem our member-first approach to financial services continues gaining momentum within the communities that we serve. As Dennis had mentioned, because of strong member and community support, Erie Federal Credit Union is now serving well over 69,000 members. The uncertainty and adversity realized over the past 26 months had allowed all of us the opportunity to reflect and look beyond ourselves, to rediscover those things that provide purpose and meaning in our lives. As an organization, we were no different. Frontline teams continued dedicated and individual service to the membership throughout this dynamic period, while our internal teams were hard at work to implement many workflow and operational changes aimed at positively impacting the overall member experience and product and service delivery. For instance, Erie Federal Credit Union understands that most businesses need a checking account, but not every business needs the same account or the same service offerings. Based on member business feedback, we introduced 3 enhanced business checking products to meet the needs of both growing and new organizations. Ongoing plans will introduce additional product, service, and tools to ensure local business success. Additionally, we invested in a new online member account opening portal that empowers consumers to open accounts in less than 4 minutes. Existing members will also benefit from the convenience of opening additional deposit products without the need to visit a branch. More convenience means more time to do the things that you want. It is always nice to connect with a friendly, knowledgeable, and human voice when you need support and direction. That is why we increase staffing in our local support center, and we continue to offer free mortgage consultations to members. Member-requested texting capabilities have also been integrated to provide secure notification and enhanced communication with our members. As a not-for-profit financial cooperative, we believe that investing and reinvesting in our community is simply the right thing to do. Our 2021 Member and Community Impact Report brings increased awareness to those dedicated efforts that we had undertaken to aid the local partners and provide pathways to success. Staff volunteers continued their longtime support of the United Way of Erie County's Erie Free Tax Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, or VITA program. Our volunteers successfully processed 1,146 qualified member tax returns, returning $2.1 million back to deserving taxpayers in the Erie community, while also saving those same members over $309,000 in tax filing services. We also supported our Give Hope, Feed the Need campaign, where a donation in the total amount of $30,000 was announced to support 10 local food agencies. Each of those agencies received $3,000 to be used for programs affiliated with supplying meals, nourishment, and warm companionship to families and individuals this past winter. We extend our appreciation to our members and the community for your continued support, trust, and awareness to our purpose. Because of our continued commitment to the communities we serve, Erie Federal Credit Union was once again voted Erie's Choice in Credit Unions by readers of the Erie Times News for the 9th consecutive year in a row. Erie's Best Bank was awarded for the 8th consecutive year by readers from Erie Reader. Additional honors included Erie's Choice in Mortgage Lender, as well as Erie's Choice in Financial Advisory Group through partnership with our Erie Advisors Group. Erie Federal Credit Union ended the year by welcoming our newest members from the Erie Times Federal Credit Union. A successful merger was completed on January 1st, 2022. Erie Times Federal Credit Union was originally organized in 1935 and was the oldest federal credit union in the area. On behalf of our board of directors and our staff, we commend the Erie Times Federal Credit Union board and staff for their leadership and dedication to the credit union movement for over 86 years. I'm very proud of and I respect the accomplishments of our valued team of staff and volunteers. We continue making significant advancements, and we're excited to announce the much anticipated, construction of our new Fairview branch location, scheduled for completion in late 2022. In conclusion, Erie Federal Credit Union strongly believes in helping our community succeed financially. We remain committed to doing the right things to support our members and local businesses while promoting our city and our region. As a valued member, you are the purpose behind all that we do, the reason for our continued growth and success. Our continued success relies on the collective support of not only our members and dedicated staff and volunteers, but that of our many industry partners. Because of that, we thank you. We cannot make the difference that we do without each of you. It is our sincere hope that you will share your experience and the benefits of credit union membership with your family, your friends, and your coworkers. We appreciate each of you for taking the time and joining us tonight, and we appreciate your attendance. Thank you, everyone, and have a great evening. At this point, I'd like to turn over the meeting for the report of the Election Nominating Committee. Thank you.
As required by Section 111 of the National Credit Union Act, the Board of Directors has elected to the Supervisory Committee David Donnell to a 3-year term expiring in 2025. And with no nominations by petition presented for the Board of Directors, James Lazon and Dennis Howard are elected by acclamation to a 3-year term expiring in 2025. Now I'll turn the meeting back over to Dennis.
Thank you, Rick. Next on the agenda is to ask if there is any unfinished business before our group this evening. Hearing none, I will declare unfinished business closed. I'll now ask if there is any new business to be brought before this meeting. Hearing none, I declare any new business closed. And with no new business before the group this evening, as board chair, I now declare this meeting adjourned. Thank you for your attendance.